Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to One Hot Mess. I shouldn't say good evening. It is actually 3 o'clock in the morning, cannot sleep, and thought, you've been on my mind, and there's a couple things that I wanted to go over with you, and I wanted to do, and I thought, well, what the heck, I'll do it. And here's a couple things. I was wondering if needlepoint was like floss tube, or would it fit under floss tube? Of course it wouldn't fit under floss tube. Duh, think about it. How would needlepoint fit under floss tube when needlepoint has to do with yarn? So this will be titled needlepoint tube, and I'm being number 1, and 2, maybe, it may be needlepoint tube 2, end or final, if I don't particularly care to do this. If it's not, something that turns me on, I don't know. So I've made a decision this year that, oh my Lord, like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. My hair looks like poo-poo. I made a decision this year. What the heck are you all looking at? See, okay. I made a decision this year that it was going to be, oh good God, I got a holy hot mess. I don't want you to see my mess. That what I was going to do is I was only going to do things that literally turned me on completely. If it was just like, well, sort of, I like it, or, or whatever, or if I thought that it might get me views or get me more subscribers, I wasn't going to do it. I was just going to do the things that I wanted to do, because I remembered the reason why I did this was I wanted to just share my life. I wanted this as more of a psychological thing where I just talk, or I help people if I can. I don't know. Be someone's sunshine. By the way, the first black cat, that was Miss Love, and this one you've seen a couple times, and this one's Sylvester. So, yeah, and I'm not sure, well, I think they're very confused. They want to go to bed. They want me to go to bed, but I'm not going to do that because I really do want to start this and either finish it. Okay, this is a needlepoint. It is an elephant. This cost me about, it says $5. I did not spend $5 on it. I probably spent $1, $1.50 or so. I love my kitty cats. So anyway, I'm going to open this up so that I can start this tomorrow when I get done. This is with, I will make sure that I put hashtags in the description or hashtags in the title on this if you all are interested in it. I bought this last summer, probably in June or July. Where I bought it, I don't know. It was probably, I have no clue. I'm not even going to venture to say. So, and again, I don't have elephants, that I'm not thrilled with elephants. In fact, if I were to pick an animal, the animal would obviously be kitty cats. So anyway, so let's open this thing up. I will be doing I finally received my Vegemite, so I am going to do a video on that. I need to make bread, so I want to put it on some fresh bread, and this is not opening. Why is this not opening? So I want to put the Vegemite on fresh bread. I am also, when I got the Vegemite, I received a little cookie, a thing of tea, which I definitely want to do, and I will show you everything that I received, and I will do it on camera. And it is Pippa Brown, I believe, is the lady, and I will reference her in the video verbally. I will also reference her in my description and title. So she's a really cool YouTuber, and if you are not subscribed to her, you might want to check her out. But without further ado, I do want to show you, you get your yarn, which here is the yarn and the colors. I don't know if you can see it. The colors are pretty. Yarn, very pretty yarn, very pretty colors. Okay, The needle itself is strangely fat. It's a fat needle. If you can see that. It's a fat needle. So I got my yarn, my needle, canvas. So the canvas is very, very taut, very hard. It's hard, but that's my canvas. So that's that. So you have, like I said, you have your yarn, your canvas, and your needle. And then they give you, of course, there's a picture of it, which I've been showing you. And then they show you, I'll just show you but they have that for you. Again, very different than what I ever remember needlepoint being when I was younger. So each one of those symbols, just like with your diamond painting, if you're a diamond painter, each one of the symbols is a different color. So therefore you would go to the symbol that it says. So for instance, this symbol here, that square, if you can see the square, the black square, that is black. So I would go in here, get my black yarn with my needle and start going to town with it. Let's see. And then they, on the back, talk about needlepoint instructions and talks about the canvas, the yarn, preparing the canvas. I know they want me to put tape around the edges. I don't know if I might do that because it will reduce the snagging of the of here. And I know I have masking tape somewhere, so I'll just put masking tape around so there'll be no snagging or pulling or tearing. So I'll do that. And then threading the needle, it says fold the yarn over the shaft of the needle. Speaking of needle, I probably have lost it already. Oh no, I put it on the table. All right, sorry guys. So, so anyway, it says that you take the shaft of the needle, you fold it over the needle, pull it up, and then you stick it in the hole, which is supposed to be easy. If that works, that's great, but I don't know if that's gonna work for me. The other thing they talk about is about starting and then ending and twisted yarns. When you are doing needlepoint, you're going from one hole to another hole in a diagonal way. So when you're doing this, it can get twisted. So occasionally you have to let go of the needle, let the needle, you know, almost decompress or unspiral, take the needle and start doing it again and do it like that. So you don't, so your thread doesn't get ruined. And talks about starting and talks about, so you've got the half cross stitch, what it's called. Most of it is a half cross stitch. If you do beaded cross stitch, the half cross stitch is what you do with the beaded cross stitch. So you know that. And then there's finishing, and like in my last video, the finishing techniques, I never end up doing. I always end up doing the needlework or whatever, and then I forget the end result. So I'm gonna get on this tomorrow, and I will do a floss tube, or a needlepoint tube tomorrow on this as to whether or not, yep, I'm gonna do it and keep it, or nope, you know what, this is another thing that I will just do this, or if I do just a row of it, and I might say, you know, this isn't for me, and then I'll just give it away and put it in my teacher's lounge and give it away. So, but we'll see. I might like it. I don't remember this being so darn small, peeps. Back in the day, I just don't remember this, the holes being so small. I just don't remember it. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? My friends, who knew? So, that's that. That's what this is, and I will keep you posted on needlepoint. As far as updates are concerned, I really don't want to get into updates right now. I want to, I have a cosmetology magazine. They usually do some sort of question answer. I don't really want to talk about my personal life right now. Not that my personal life is bad, nothing like that. But I thought maybe just doing some fun thing like a Cosmopolitan question answer. I opened this up backwards. No wonder I could not open it. There's the, look what I did, whatever. So anyway, see if there's a question answer in there. I will not, if Cosmopolitan sometimes I think is X-rated. I don't think you need to know about half of the stuff they talk about and ask questions about. No, exactly, no. Sometimes things can be left to the mind. And the other reason why is when I answer questions, guess what, guys? I don't lie. I can't lie. Funny story, and then I'm gonna let you go. It'll be perfect timing because I don't want this real long. I used, many years ago, I was much younger, I was a head teller in a bank, and I had a bunch of young people under me, and they were like, well, come on, Tanya, why don't you come to this little party we have? It's an adult party. And I was like, all right, no problem, you know, I'll go to this adult party. I mean, I'm not that naive or that stupid. I kind of heard some of the comments they were saying, and I assumed it was like, you know, you can get gifts for people that are getting married or whatever else. They were adult things, adult whatever. So I was like, all right, fine. So I go, and they had amazing food. I thoroughly enjoyed the food. That was awesome. But then, of course, they had the adult nature, which, you know, it's all good. It was fine and tastefully done. And I have to give props to the woman that was putting it on. It was very tastefully done. But they did this little game, a question game. So they ask you a question, and then if you did it, you had to do a certain thing or whatever. Well, I couldn't lie. And yeah, so I just leave it at that. They ask questions, and of course I'm not a liar, and I can't just, well, you know, whatever, play that. I mean, whatever. I have some weird thoughts and things like that. If someone asks me a question, I basically answer that question. I do not have filters, and so anyway, everybody, you know, heard my answer, saw my answer, like, you got to be kidding me. And I'm like, well, hey, that's me. So don't ask me questions if you don't want to know the answer. Don't ask me questions, or if you ask me questions on here and if I feel it's way too personal, then I will just say I can't answer that question, because I don't really want this to be, I am, you know, my profession, I don't want my life to be put out there as far as like YouTube, because this is, anybody in the world can see it, and that's great, and that's what I want. So, but I don't want my personal life like that out here. And so anyway, I want to be respectful and respectable, and one thing you need to do is respect yourself. So ladies, young ladies, if you are watching this, respect yourself. You don't have to put all your junk out here in the public or whatever, okay? So with that being said, yes, there'll be some questions I'll answer, funny questions or maybe little personal questions, but for the most part, it will be very doable questions, nothing of a very, very personal nature, because that's just none of your business, y'all. I just, you know, as much as I love you, but it's just none of your business. And if you want to know the real answer, get with me in real life, but you won't get those kinds of answers on here. So anyway, and that does not mean that at that party I was a drag. I sure wasn't a drag. We had a lot of fun, and actually I gained a lot of friendships with the ladies. It kind of changed things, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hope that you all are blessed. I hope that everybody is loving everybody, and, you know, love. When I talk about love, I talk about love in an unconditional way. Please love each other. It doesn't, you know, even if you don't like the person, still love them. If you dislike what they're doing, still love them. Have no conditions on your love, because that's the best way. Unconditional love given and unconditional love taken is just an amazing thing. And with that, I will say, I hope you have a blessed evening, and God bless.